Go Power Rangers is a comic book adaptation of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show written by Ryan Parrott with artwork by Dan Mora. Now, I'm very hot and cold on the Boom Studios Power Rangers comics. When they're good, they're really good, but there's also been a lot of middling or terrible content that's come from them. But this one right here, this is the best thing they've done with the brand, and it's one of my favorite Power Rangers things ever. It's a fantastic modern update of the original series that also expands its characters and world in new and interesting ways. The core pitch behind Go Power Rangers at the time was that while the other Power Rangers comic would deal with larger-than-life threats, Go would take things back to a more personal scope, focusing on the early days of the Mighty Morphin team and fleshing them out even further than what the original series did. This can best be shown in how the Red Ranger Jason is introduced in this comic. We see him practicing karate, as we see him do a lot in the TV show, but we delve deeper into the psychology of why he is the way he is because he regrets his past as a bully. It's still the Jason we know and love from that show, just with a bit of extra flavorful characterization that makes him feel more whole. Go does a great job at this with the whole cast, fleshing them out through adorable or tragic backstory segments, but it also makes sure to make the heroes entertaining and endearing in the now, whether they be living their average high school life or fighting against Rita's new evil scheme. However, there's an addition to this comic that some fans might see as controversial, a new character called Matt, who's part of the Rangers friend group, but isn't a Ranger quite yet, and I quite like him. He's just a chill guy doing his best to be a good Samaritan in this increasingly crazy world of monsters and heroes, which doesn't help when he gets kidnapped by the villains, which scars him for life. I like seeing the Rangers having more down-to-earth supporting characters to interact with in their stories, as it gives them more context for the people they're fighting for while expanding the narrative interaction options the writers have. Matt's cool, and he's consistently one of my favorite characters here, even beyond the Go comics, which I might talk about another time. The first 8 issues of Go Power Rangers tell a nice complete arc of the Rangers dealing with their new status quo, getting ready for homecoming, and examining alternate options they have to fight Rita. It's a strong foundation for the rest of the series to be built off of, but at the end of issue 8, we get a tease that the comic had to tie into the Shattered Grid event that ended Kyle Higgins' run on the main Power Rangers book. Granted, I found this tie-in arc to be entertaining and mostly non-intrusive, as it kept the core development of the book ongoing while still giving some great crossover moments between Kimberly and her alternate reality self, the Ranger Slayer. And it ends with a really tragic character moment for Matt begging for his friends to be honest with him, but they ultimately keep their silence to keep the Ranger code of conduct alive, which, shit, man. After the Shattered Grid event was done, Go could continue as normal with a very cute color-swapped Rangers arc where Jason and Trini develop their romance on a deserted planet, which is a fun concept for a story, but the arc also has this B-plot of Rita going on a quest to cook up the Green Ranger coin, which is nice for you lore nuts, but I prefer the Ranger stuff in this arc much more than Rita and the crew. The next arc could be seen as an ending for the original phase of the book, as most of the character arcs are finished up here with the entrance of the first Alpha unit, who is a wickedly cool villainous take on Alpha, providing a solid challenge for the Rangers and Zordon both physically and emotionally. I will say I don't like the half-measure answer they give Jason and Trini's romance. It just feels like a cheesy way to have your cake and eat it too, but I love the ending to this arc as they reintroduce the Rangers on their next year of high school like they did in the first issue, introducing them on their first year of high school to show how much this gang has grown since the beginning of the comic. Smart writing choice there. Now, the other 12 issues of the comic are weird. It's a huge time jump midway in season 2 where Tommy loses the Green Ranger powers, Zed is now the main villain, and it's more of a sequel to the Mighty Morphin mainline book than the Go spin-off book. God, why do superhero comics, even not from Marvel and DC, have to be like this? Okay, for future context, here's a quick breakdown of the Power Rangers comic timeline. Go Power Rangers issues 1 through 20 happen, then MMPR issues 1 through 30 happen, then Go Power Rangers issues 21 through 32 happen, and then you can pick up MMPR after issue 40. Issues 31 through 39, aka Beyond the Grid, has its own fish to fry. Anyway, the point is, this last phase of the Go Power Rangers comic loses a lot of the easy accessibility and down-to-earth characterization I praised in the early run. By this point, Ryan Parrott took over the main Power Rangers book and used Go's remaining time to fill in backstory for that main book, like the origin of the Omega Rangers. There's still good stuff here in this phase of Go. I love the retelling of White Light that uses elements from the comics and delves into Tommy's feelings for his return as the White Ranger more than the original show did, which made me happy as someone who always rewatched the DVD of that special as a kid. But otherwise, much like one of my other favorite Power Rangers series, RPM, I can't deny that I'm a bit disappointed in this last act. Even if I can't recommend the last 12 issues of this comic, the first 20 issues of Go Power Rangers still remain some of my favorite Power Rangers material that I would recommend to anyone who just wants to see a modernized version of the MMPR team or just wants some good superhero comics to get into. To put it this way, if this was a season of the main TV show, it would probably be in my top 5 favorite Power Rangers seasons, and I wouldn't say that about any other Power Rangers book, no matter how good they were. So yeah, if you haven't already, go check out Go Power Rangers, at least the first 20 issues.